Today is June 8th, 2011. We've got the NBA Finals, we've got the NHL Finals, we've got baseball, and we've got a lockout. So we got 4 sports going right now. Just be warned, all you non-Americans, that we do not cover the MLS here. We do not cover tennis, golf, NASCAR. Let's go up there. The NBA Finals. Dirk Nowitzki carrying his team. He wants to win. They tied it 2-2 last night. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, all those guys can't hold a candle to Dirk Nowitzki. He wants to win this championship. The Dallas Mavericks, I don't know if they have enough to do it per se, but they have the right guy right now that you would want. I don't know if there's another player that could do this by himself. I don't even think Jason Terry's playing. I don't know what Jason Kidd is doing. Those are the only other guys on the fucking Mavericks that I can name off the top of my head. Oh, Sean Marion. He's not that good though. Dirk Nowitzki, if he wins it, he is going to be a national hero in Germany. He's going to prove that Germans can play basketball with the best of them. I think he's German. If he isn't, fuck. Clearly showing that he is one of the top 5 white players to ever play in the NBA. Right up there with Larry Bird, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, Scottie Pippen. I mean, he's just showing LeBron and Dwayne that you gotta have heart. Because if you don't have heart, you're just a guy from Cleveland who makes a lot of money for doing nothing. Also, by the way, Dirk Nowitzki, only 6 championships and 5 MVPs behind Michael Jordan right now for best player ever. He is quickly gaining. He is 2 wins away from making it 5-5, and from there, he's got it in the bag almost. I mean, it's almost a given, unless, you know, his wife finds out that he was cheating on him with like 90 different girls, and then he never comes back and plays the same level. He's going to pass Michael Jordan for best all time. Speaking of Michael Jordan, today's top 5 is the top 5 NBA players all time. In no particular order, we have Bill Russell, we have Larry Bird, we have Scottie Pippen, we have Magic Johnson, and of course, that great shooting guard for the Bulls, number 33, Brian Scalabrine. Today's interesting fact of the day is that Roy Halladay is a fucking stud. There's your NBA stuff. Now let's switch over to the NHL. The Boston Bruins playing the Vancouver Canucks. It's 2-1 right now. Bruins down, but they won big on Tuesday night. I hope today's Wednesday, because I'm going to look like a moron. Otherwise, we had like 5-6 different goal scorers. We had good defense. We had Tim Thomas. We had Milan Lucic. We had Jonathan Taves. We had Martin Brodeur. We had Darren Sproles. Well, maybe not him. The only tough loss for the Bruins was Nathan Horton going down. That was sad to see. He had the rigor mortis shit going on. His eyes were glazed over. I can't believe that he got up and skated off the ice. Interesting fact number 2 of the day. Roy Halladay is the active leader in complete games for a pitcher. What a stud! Dictionary fact number 1 of the day. A complete game is when a pitcher throws 9 complete innings and wins the game. Well, I guess he doesn't have to win the game, but you know. Okay, there's your NHL news. We'll talk Winnipeg at the end of the show. Right now, let's switch over to the NFL, because I got a bone to pick with the NFL. Who the fuck votes for Defensive Player of the Year? Come on, Troy Polamalu? What? Troy Polamalu? Did he even fucking play? I mean, come on. He only played in 14 games. Shit, I could have done that. 1 sack? Are you kidding me? 7 interceptions? And you only took 1 back to the house. So what's the point of picking somebody off if you're not going to take it back to the house? Stupid. It's stupid. Yeah, defensive player of the year. Duh. In other NFL news, Plaxico Burress was released from prison today. Let me just talk to you for a minute, Plaxico. I have to ask you a serious question. What makes you think that if the New York Giants, who don't even have another receiver on the roster, if they don't want you to come back, what makes you think that any NFL team would want you? I mean, come on, the Giants don't have another receiver. I mean, if I think really hard, I could maybe remember Steve Smith's name. But other than that, they're desperate for a receiver, and they don't want you back. And I don't really know why, but I gotta wonder if you suck, because they could use another good receiver, and yet they are not interested at all. And I know you probably think the Eagles want you. I don't know if the Eagles want you. They have Deshaun Jackson, and, you know, up to this point, he has not gone to prison for anything. I know, Plaxico, you shot yourself, you did your time, you're a rehabilitated man. I hope you don't go out there and start shooting yourself again, because that will lead to some serious issues. You never play in the NFL again. Not that it matters, because they're locked out anyway, and you're not going to play this year. Doesn't matter, because the NFL is done. Interesting fact number 2 of the day, Ken Griffey Jr. is still listed as active on BaseballReference.com, which is weird considering his fucking career ended in 2001. Alright, let's finish up here today with our debate. Who is the greatest player ever? If you had a team, you didn't know what sport it was, you could start with one player. Who would you take? I narrowed it down to 4 candidates. From baseball, we have the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. From the NBA, we have Michael Jordan. From the NHL, we have Wayne Gretzky. And in my personal opinion, from the NFL, we brought in Jerry Rice. Which player would you take if you had no idea what sport you were going to start with? Now, I know what you're thinking. Jerry Rice is not the greatest player in NFL history. Yes, he is, because here's why. He was able to play for like 40 years and win a lot of championships. And, you know, some people say, oh, Joe Montana, you know, he was better. No, he was a much worse receiver than Jerry Rice was. So you got your 4 players. Who do you want? Well, I think right away we can take Ted Williams out of the equation because he's dead. He can't help you. He's dead. Okay? Now, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Jerry Rice. Well, you got to think. Who was the best 2 players of their sports? Jerry Rice, he's arguable. Not really, but he is. So you gotta narrow it down to Michael Jordan, clearly the best NBA player ever, and Wayne Gretzky, clearly the best NHL player ever. Now let's think. Who had a worse team? You know, was Scottie Pippen worse than Mark Messier? Yes, he was. But here's the thing. Michael Jordan won more championships with Scottie Pippen than Wayne Gretzky won with Mark Messier. Mark Messier actually won 2 more than Wayne Gretzky won, because Wayne Gretzky went to the LA Kings, who realized, you know, that they sucked once he got there, but they didn't know before. So Michael Jordan wins 2 more championships with a sidekick who's not as good. Wayne Gretzky's sidekick actually outshines him everywhere except, you know, peripheral stats. He only has like 10 more goals. I think you gotta give it to Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan was clearly the best player ever. So if you're starting a new team, you're going with Michael Jordan. Speaking of new teams, we got the Atlanta Thrashers moving back to Winnipeg next season. I don't think they're going to use the Winnipeg Jets as the name. So today's little comment interaction thing, what should the new Winnipeg team's name be? You know, the best team names, I think, are the ones that have alliteration. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Boston Bruins, you know, the Carolina Panthers. So Winnipeg, you know, what do? The Winnipeg Whales. Okay, well, Winnipeg's not really a whale kind of place. The Winnipeg Warriors. I don't know, we'll save that for when Quebec gets a team back. The Winnipeg Jets. Okay, that's not alliteration, and the Jets suck. So who is Winnipeg? Winnipeg, nobody knows anything about them. The Winnipeg Peglegs, that's a good one. Like, they're Pirates? The Winnipeg Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Winnipeg/Pittsburgh Steelers. You get Ben Roethlisberger up there. Done deal. Tell me in the comments what you think Winnipeg's new name should be. Alright folks, that's our show today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Just remember that this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. We'll be back next week with some better planning. I'll probably have a green screen. Just remember, I try to keep it fair here. I'm not going to sit here and talk about why the Lakers are assholes, why the Yankees suck, why the Habs are fucking idiots. You know, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and talk shit about the Steelers. I'm going to keep it as fair as I can.